Welcome back to Khelben's Coin TV. My name is Ross. We are playing Pool of Radiance. Let's get back to it. We just went to get trained. We leveled up a few of our characters here. I just took our party back to an inn so that we can memorize new spells as they leveled up. So for instance, the cheese can now memorize one. He can memorize one more spell. It's going to be Cure Light Wounds. So he has 4 instances where he can cast Cure Light Wounds. Really important for us. He also has more hit points. We went from 10 to 16. Not bad. The juice went from 6 to 9. Not bad either. We can learn Magic Missile too, but actually going to take sleep twice, which is going to be important. We'll rest, we'll get those spells, and we will head back to the slums. We're going to do some of those fights that we thought were too hard last time. Let's get back to it. Okay. So we're back in the slums. We're about to alert the guards. Bunch of goblins. This fight is difficult. Let's see if we can pull through. Pick. Ugh, bash. You have alerted the guards. Okay. This encounter is difficult for this reason. First of all, there are a lot of goblins. Second of all, there are a lot of goblin leaders who have short bows who shoot at us. And they usually have a pretty good hit rate when they shoot. So we're going to put as many of them to sleep as we can. Here we go. I'm going to do this. He's going to start plowing through them. You are going to cast sleep on the ones in front of you. And you're going to do the same thing. Actually, they're all asleep. Can you reach these guys? You can. Even better. So I think all the leaders are asleep. Ouch. I was going to put them all to sleep. Can't target there or there. This would hit our own people, so I'm going to cast it here. Most of the goblins are asleep now. We have to quickly kill them all before they wake up. Able to walk away from them because they're asleep. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Leaders are more important. We don't want them shooting at us. Also, the logic in this game, that video game logic of if you have a bow or some other ranged weapon and there's an enemy next to you, you can't fire, applies here. Oh, he's awake. Oh, they're starting to surrender. Okay. All right, we did it. See how useful sleep is? Don't sleep on it. Can't believe I just said that. Those words did actually come out of my mouth. And for that, I profusely apologize. Hiya! We missed. Okay. I don't know if there are any magical items here. There's some scale mail. Maybe that's oh no. They're all wearing scale mail. Nope. Just re-equip our longsword. Oh, I forgot to buy plate mail for everybody. We can afford that now. Large room is apparently empty. You find a loose floorboard. Prying it up, you find a chest hidden beneath the floor. Do you take it? Yep. Party assigned treasure, 575 experience points. That's a lot of money. Ooh, a magical shield. Nice. And a magic user scroll with a spell. Taking that. Sharing the money. And we're resting here. So this time I'm going to learn Magic Missile. Okay, let's move on. See, I don't know if we can win this fight, but I'm going to try. Pick. Hey, we picked a lock. Doesn't matter. Guards run to intercept you. All right. This one's hard just because it's just a crap load of orcs. 2 orc leaders at the end. We're going to sleep it up. How far can you get? Can you put the orc leaders to sleep? You can't. Yep. So similar to the goblin fight, this is kind of how we do, how we're going to have to do this one. Ow. Just station by station. We're going to cast sleep. We're going to plow through, cast sleep, plow through. She can't use that bow. Magic users cannot use bows. They just can't touch them. They'll melt their flesh off. It's like a cleric touching a sword. Ah! My god has forsaken me. I touched a sword. Ridiculous, I know. I never understood it. It's one of the D&D mechanical tropes from this edition that didn't make sense to me. I mean, they're trying to make difference among the classes and things like that, and flavor-wise, that's pretty cool to sort of... Everybody wants a sword, you know? Like, well, we have all these other weapons, and we know we use them hundreds of years ago in our world, and how do we get PCs to... What's the behavior we want to encourage around weapons? Do we want everyone having swords? Is that too boring? I know. Some of the classes just can't friggin' use some of the weapons. Oh, that's brilliant, Gary. It just didn't make sense to me that in order for a cleric to be able to swing like a crusader's two-handed sword, they have to be a paladin. And a paladin is a different class entirely. And I know it's difficult to do that too, even in the most recent edition of D&D with proficiencies and proficiency bonuses. If you're a cleric, yeah, you can absolutely use a two-handed sword. That's what you want to do. You know, you can do it. However, you're not going to get your proficiency bonus unless you learn a proficiency. Spend 300 days training and, you know, however much gold it costs, however many days you're actually in there. Sleep. But like, I mean, they should have relaxed the rules around it, I think. Although the latest edition of the game probably did so because of balancing purposes. Doesn't make sense for a cleric who can cast spells to also wield a weapon that does 2d6 damage. Or is that too much? It's probably too much. So I do appreciate the amount of detail that went into balancing the game. Oh, they're out of arrows, so now they're using battle axes. Okay. Preferable. Oh, Cheese just went down. He's our healer. That's bad. Should have used his last turn to heal himself. So we're gonna bandage him. Will you take that guy out? Crap. Oh, I just walked away from that guy. I didn't even notice. That was the wrong one to kill, I think. It let non-sleeping ones in. Dude. You know what? Actually, before they wake up, let's throw more darts. Okay, yeah, sure. Someone hasn't cast sleep yet. And we are going to. I gotta take this. Oh, come on. This guy's like this guy's like Wyatt Earp. He just won't go down. I almost said Spartacus, but it wouldn't have made any sense. And this guy over here trying to make a Spartacus reference when it doesn't make sense. What a jabron. when they're trying to find a way through, they just look so funny. Now's a good time for sleep. Yeah. Oh, he cast. So I think Helper hasn't cast it yet. Ah! Cast. Sleep. Right. Here. Sorry, I was thinking about that for a moment. I was trying to figure out the maximum number of orcs and also without putting one of my own guys to sleep. And I came up with that. Y'all. Finally. Just take out the leader. Just boom. Right between the eyes. Right between the orc eyeballs. Oh, they're surrendering. Quick, kill them. We need the experience. Not gonna waste the dart. Okay, well, that could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Certainly could have gone better. Nothing is magical here. The magical stuff is in the next room. Rest for 15 days. Spending 2 weeks among the pile of bodies we just made, and no one's gonna bother us. All right, this is a room full of leaders, monster leaders. We're gonna kill them all. You intrude on a gathering of monster leaders. Okay, so we found our first hobgoblin leader, which is here. Another one down here. Our first gnoll. I love gnolls. Okay, but in this game, the number of gnolls you have to fight is absurd. You'll see what I mean. And here's an ogre. Ogres are tough. Ogres are difficult. Gnolls are like big kobolds or big goblins or something in this game. Ogres are actually their own thing. They're pretty tough. They're part of the giant family. They're not as big as a hill giant, but pretty big. Pretty big. Sleep will not affect ogres, but they'll affect gnolls and hobgoblin leaders. So, hiya! Night, night. Ouch! Oh, that ogre just messed up Helper. Oh, this is not good. Oops, oops. Cast. Magic missile. Oh, he got the ogre. That's amazing. Okay, throw darts at the sleeping people. Hiya! Come on. Let's go 1 hit point. Come on. There we go. Nope. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? No. I don't know if any of this stuff is magical. I don't remember. I don't think it is. But just in case. Take everything. His movement is now 3. We're going to rest it up. So what I'm actually going to do is go back to town, see if anybody can level up. And if so, do so. And if not, then we'll go to Kuto as well and try and rummage around there and see what we can find. First, I'm going to see if these things are magical. Whoa! All right, the longswords are not, but the shield is helpful. You know what? Sell the banded mail. Let's get some plate mail. Bye. Enough of this. Banded mail bull crap. Hi. You're a fighter? Well, you can wear plate mail. Our thief is wearing plate mail. That's actually a thing that's happening. Cheese. Chainmail. No, I don't think so. You're not a chain boy anymore. You're a plate boy. That's what I think you are. Aye. For sure. Yes. Look at these ACs going down. -2. The +1 shield is -3. Heck yeah. All right, now we're going to see if anybody can level up. Magic users, want to train? Yes, I do. Not of experience. Not of experience. So frustrating. Train only clerics here. Do you want to train? Oh, Chi's going to become a level 3 cleric. Wow, that was quick. Nice. All right. Amazing. All right. Let's see if any of our fighters can level up. They couldn't as magic users. Hey, Hamburger's level 2 fighter. Awesome. Helper. Not enough. Okay. Maybe Helper can level up as a thief. And only thieves here. Do you want to train? Yes. Hey, level 2 thief. I can pick those locks now. Pick those locks. Congratulations. Save that game. Wow, that was successful. All right, everybody's hit points went up too. The juice didn't level up this time. But Hamburger's now at 15. Helper's at 11, which is not a huge improvement, actually. Only 3 hit points. The cheese is up to 20. All right. Cheese can memorize more spells. He gets level 2 spells now. There are no level 2 spells I think are really that good for a cleric. Besides Hold Person. It's the only thing we're actually ever going to need. And we can cast it 3 times. Oh, we can cheese it. Yes. Right, no one else can memorize anything. Learn the spells, my dude, my guy. All right, let's try out Kuto's Well. Before we get to Kuto's Well, there is an area of the slums that I looked over, and it's these 2 doors here. On the left, there's a fortune teller. On the right, there are orcs who demand to know why we intruded in their home, which is a very fair question when you really think about what we're doing here. Let's go to the fortune teller first. Seated at a table is a ragged old woman. She looks pretty young to me. Looks pretty good, actually. She greets you. Welcome. For the price of a few coppers, I will tell your fortune. What do you do? We can attack, we can leave, or we can pay. We're going to pay. If you attack, you easily kill her. And what happens is more wandering monsters attack you, are present, and none of them want to talk. What you would do if you were an evil party. But we're good, so we're going to pay. Let's pay her. The woman's hands make mystic passages while she mutters some words. Her voice undergoes a strange transformation. Blood and violence are writ boldly in your future. Look for friends where you expect enemies, and enemies where you expect allies. Telling is finished. What do? We can attack again or leave. We leave. You leave the shop. Yeah. Now that's a foretelling. All right, let's break into this house. Large orc raises his head and snarls, "How dare you break into our home?" The battle begins. This one's a decent size, but we should be able to handle it. Hey, look, we're going to try out Hold Person. You. You. And you. Held. 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 Beautiful. Throw many darts all the time. We'll wait till some orcs crowd around us to cast our sleep spells. Get them in a cluster so we can get as many as 9. Okay. Now's a good time for a sleep spell. I mean, one of them is already helpless, but that is the max number that would have been affected. Ugh, dude. Okay, throw some darts. Get this one. I should also point out too, if you're a Dungeons and Dragons player or keeper, there is a mechanic in the most recent edition of D&D, a concentration mechanic. So if you have, for instance, you cast something like Hold Person, which is a spell that requires you to concentrate on it, and you get hit, you have to make a Constitution saving throw or the spell fails. It drops. I think Hold Person's a concentration spell. But something like Spirit Guardians, for instance, definitely a concentration spell. There isn't anything like that in this game. If you're held, you are held. That's it. You don't repeat a saving throw. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200. You basically get one saving throw or you failed. And in this game, because there's no concentration, I can cast Whole Person again. Or I can cast a different spell that otherwise would require concentration. You watch. Here comes another Whole Person. You. They're all helpless. And you. There is one caveat here, though. In 5th edition D&D, most spells you would cast in combat, almost all of them, have an instantaneous speed. That's not the case all the time with spells in 2nd edition. Sometimes, especially higher level spells, happen at different times in the round. So you start casting on your turn, and then maybe like by the next time your turn is up, actually I'm not going to throw any darts, you'd finally get to cast the spell. In that time, if you get hit by an enemy, you lose the spell. There's no saving throw. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You just lose the spell. And the spell is gone from your memory. You have to cast it again if you have it memorized. 2nd edition is, in fact, brutal AF. I think these are magical broadswords. And the flail is definitely magical. But nothing else is. I know that because I've played this game a lot. No, we do not collect our treasure. We are going to memorize some spells, though. Sleep. Whole person. Yeah, there's no other treasure in this room. Okay, now we're going to head over to Kuto's well, which is down this way. The secret treasure in the northwest corner. We found that already. Yeah, this is the intercept the guards room, right? Yeah, okay, so now I think we've done everything in the slums but the rope guild, which is too hard for us still. And the final fight, which I think is still a bit of a challenge for us. And we're only a 4-person party. You can have as many as 7 in your party. Something I didn't explain when we did character creation. I like parties of 4, maybe 5, because experience points there's like a pool of them after every encounter, and they're divided evenly, whoever's conscious in this game. And the fewer party members you have, the quicker they level up. And I want to level up quickly, especially because we created characters as multi-class characters. And it takes longer for multi-class characters in 2nd edition to level up. All right, Kuto's well. Gnolls, right away. You have a surprise party of Gnolls. Let's fight them. How many are there? Hide. Really strong surprise round, guys. For once, Helper was the one doing all the work. Helper's usually kind of useless. So I mentioned in the first episode how my brother and I would challenge each other with different things. We both agreed that it would be impossible. The hardest party of one class to make it through this game would probably be a party of all thieves. Thieves are really good at backstabbing and things like that, and you need a thief narratively for certain parts of the game. But other than that, they are the weakest class in this game. They're usually kind of squishy. And it's kind of weird to think about rogues as being a squish sort of class, but they're a little bit squishy in second edition. They're really meant to hide in the shadows and backstab. Find traps, disarm traps, find secret doors and passages, that sort of thing. So they have a lot of utility, but not a lot of one-on-one combat value. It's true in this game too, which is why we made our thief also a fighter. So Helper is a fighter, magic user, thief. 3 split classes. You can max out at 3 in second edition. Another difference too that we didn't cover in character creation was that you have to pick a multi-class at character creation. In later editions of D&D, which I think is a huge improvement, later editions of D&D, you can gain a level in something else at any time, provided you have the right ability score requirements for that class. So for instance, you're a paladin, you level up to level 2, you level up to level 3, then you decide, maybe I'm going to take a pact with some eldritch horror or something like that that I found along the way. I'm going to take, when I level up again, I'm going to take a level in Warlock. They're both charisma-based classes. I have the right charisma for it. Now I'm a level 3 paladin, level 1 warlock. That's kind of fun. You could not do that in second edition. And I grew up playing second edition. More on that story, maybe in episode 3. Right now, let's try to make our way to Kuto's well. Lizardmen. We went 2 steps, we got attacked twice. You see some bloodthirsty lizardmen. Okay. Lizardmen are kind of tough. AC 4, hit points 11. It's kind of tough for a young party. You're going to hide. They get 2 attacks. I'm going to guard. Guarding is a second edition thing. It's like readying an action in 5th edition. See? I didn't do that. I guarded, so when the enemy came close, I used a melee attack. But you know, actually, you might go down. We need to free up. Oh, she's going down. Our cleric here. You know what? Maybe she can help herself. That wasn't very much damage at all. Oh, he missed. Good. Got multiple attacks, remember. So that's him missing twice. Oh! Took on a lizard man by herself. Ooh, Helper's going down. He's got 1 hit point. Somebody do something. Ayah. Come on. So Cheese got hit, so he won't be able to cast on his turn anyway. Oh, it's a new round. Actually, you do this. You cast Cure Light Wounds. Yeah, if a spellcaster gets hit before their turn, they cannot cast that round. Taking damage is really detrimental to many things. Spellcasting in particular. Yeah, see what I mean? Lizardmen are tough for a small party. Oops. And lizardmen don't carry anything on them, so we're gonna go back. All right, we're back in Kuto as well. That's about all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching Khelben's Coin TV. My name is Ross. This has been Pool of Radiance. Catch us in episode 3 when we go after Norris the Grey and his little well. See you then.